also tell you about a mechanic that is part of Oxventure Wyrdwood. All of you have an additional stat. This stat begins at 1. It is called debt. You may remember me mentioning that magic will have its due. Every time you cast a spell, your debt goes up by 1. At the end of each session, you are going to roll this enormous, imposing, very heavy D100. If you roll equal to or under your number, I'm going to give you an envelope. Inside this envelope is a consequence. Some good, some bad, some mixed. This will then be opened the next time you cast a spell, because magic is unstable. So your debt is now at 2.
2, okay.
Okay.
So this young man casts a spell, and in the instant he does it, there is just this explosion of force right in front of him. He's catapulted backwards and knocked over by this sudden blast of just raw magic energy. You kind of see purple tendrils sort of shoot off and turn almost into smoke. And then you see blooming sort of these blossoms of blood on his robes where he's clearly been injured. He's alive and he's conscious, but he's just sort of moaning and insensate. Swiftly enough, some other acolytes kind of step in, and one gets the legs and another one gets under the arms, and they sort of start carrying him off. And a third steps into his place and raises her hands, again looking very nervous, and she casts a spell. And you see relief flood her features as it goes off as planned, and sort of you can't really see it or even sense it, but there is a dome formed over the very top of the amphitheatre that is keeping off the wind and the rain, and suddenly your hearing becomes a lot clearer in this space as Agnes kind of looks at the young man being carted off, presumably to a healer. And she says, that's a stark reminder of why we're all here. Yeah, personally, I think all this magic stuff, he says, start just monologuing to everyone, basically. It's kind of, he's just espousing a view, like assuming everyone's going to listen and agree with him because he's holding court, but he's not specifically talking to anyone. He's like, I think it's all nonsense. I think people are just scared. I think that's what it is. They're just scared. So we're going to have to go out there and do all the hard work. And what are we going to get for it? Probably nothing. I mean, it's all nonsense, isn't it? He sort of says, like, just carrying on, just being like, well, if they're not going to talk, I will. It's like,
you saw the guy earlier. He got exploded by magic gone wrong.
Oh, please. He's probably just bad at his job. Look, it's fine. Magic. He conjures a flame on his finger.
Whoa.
It's absolutely fine. I could do this all day. You see, he just goes like...
Is everyone sort of backing away?
I certainly am.
He goes, and his wrist just snaps back on itself, and he screams. You hear this, Cressida. BT
Take off the cucumbers from my eyes. Please.
Inspiration. Unfortunately for this guy, he is undergoing a dreadful, awful, very snappy, poppy transformation. He sort of screams, and then his screams get sort of lower and more distorted, and he goes like... And kind of, if you imagine his hips and his shoulders kind of like go back. Oh. So he's kind of like doing a nightmarish bridge, but his feet have turned round, as have his hands. And his torso just crashes open, and this torrent of flesh. It's like the bits of him inside have been remolded and made to form this enormous, it's like a head, but there's no features, just on sort of, you see bones sticking out and bits of spine. It's just on this neck, and it seems to sort of look around. And then he starts skittering across the floor towards the 4 of you specifically, and I'd like you to roll initiative.
Here we go.
I have 14 points of magic debt, and I'm rolling a 11!
Walkie dorky there.
I'm just excited.
Magic will have its due.
I shouldn't be, because now the debt must be paid.
Yeah.
Happens now.
What happens now, Johnny?
What happens
What
now?
happens now is you'll notice next to you there is a stack of envelopes. If you could take the frontmost envelope. Yes. That is yours to keep.
Ooh,
You may not open it until you next cast a spell. Because the next time you cast a spell, Willowfine doesn't know this, there's going to be a complication. And the complication lives in that envelope.
Oh, okay. As a player, I'm very excited. Yeah. Thank you. I think.
Character.
I don't know.
It's going to be real nice.
We'll see.
We will see.
We're also not done rolling. We could get a twofer or even a threefer.
It's a 24 to beat for Morven Hellwain, so almost a 1 in 4 chance. Let's see how this goes. It's an 18.
An envelope for Andy.
Hey, the man.
Just the topmost. Sure. All right. Envelope. I will carry it with me always. Well, for about 8 minutes before I cast a spell.
And now,
Here we go.
Here we go.
Woo!
Ooh. Okay.
What's your magic forfeit?
Your bones shift. You feel stronger and sturdier, yet also ancient and weary. Your base AC increases by 2 from its current level. While it is raining, even if you're indoors, it decreases by 2 from its current level.
it hurts when it rains.
Okay. All right. It's summer, right? It's hot.
Dry
we just
out
said.
here, yeah.
We just said it was hot.
But your bones do hurt.
Okay, well, good. Armor class. Hell yeah, that was...
Robin's going to wake up and be like, why do my bones hurt?
Well, that's his problem.
Well, the first envelope has been opened, which means I get to swap out my DM screen.
There it is, very nice.
And the consequences have begun to catch up with you because
Yeah, my bones
magic
feel amazing.
will have its due. They do for now.
Things are super easy to kill.
Oh,
something to do.
nuts! Yeah, what happened?
What hap? All right, so I didn't know this was going to happen in character.
No, you did
I
not
cast a spell, as you do, just an ordinary, everyday Spirit Guardians. And then
If this one is it starts raining, then I'm going to be really
you
upset.
feel a sharp crack as something fragments in your mind. Sounds bad.
boy.
From now on, all your wisdom insight rolls, these are important to me, will be made by Johnny, who will not tell you the result. They may lie to you. Okay, that's spicy.
Spicy.
All right, well, I don't like my magic debt payment at all.
3.
Wisdom is my most important spellcasting.
You may halve your debt.
But I may halve my debt. I did halve, all right, my debt is halved to 7.
Hooray!
Okay. I'm at 21. 18.
Join us.
Yourself an envelope.
Praise Cadence.
Praise Cadence.
Praise Cadence. Well, maybe. Well, praise Cadence. Okay.
Open the envelope, please.
Yeah, get that envelope open.
Hey, your debt.
Your spell
Uh-oh.
is sent with explosive force. Oh no! Take 20 points of radiant damage immediately.
Oh. Oh.
See, you just-
So, look, there were way worse times that could have happened.
That's true.
Yeah.
Middle
Yeah.
of combat.
So you're knocked prone as well. So you kind of like look at the poor man and go, and then the dirt.
Oh no.
I look down at Happen like... Do you see what I'm reduced to? I need your help.
13 is Happen's current debt.
What did you do?
Was it cocked and now you've got an envelope?
It was cocked and now I've got an envelope.
Hey!
That's 5.
Help yourself. Help yourself.
Yum, yum.
Anyone you like. Yum, 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 yum,
You
yum.
just got burst.
Okay, I'm on 19. So slightly better than a 1 in 5 chance. But let's see how this goes. It's a 15.
Lopes, 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 lopes.
Get yo lope.
All right, there we go.
YOLO.
Get
YOLO.
eloped.
Just got loped.
You down, but first, your envelope pops. And while we're at it, Cressida, your envelope pops. Forgot about that bit, didn't we?
Yay, buddy!
Yay!
Have fun.
Can't wait for this to help us out.
Should we? Well, how should we do this? Because I suppose it might be very important which goes first.
I cast first, so let's do that. Yours was almost a reaction to mine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Something ancient reaches out and makes contact with you briefly. A strange symbol is burned into your palm. Oh, she's going to love that. You gain psychic damage resistance. However, the wild folk in the region you are currently in will forever be mistrustful of you.
Oh.
So they're just going to not like me.
That's
I don't think they like me much anyway, but forever.
Okay. Well, speaking of psychic damage, for a brief moment, Happen is opened to the raw essence of magic, a swirly, chaotic maelstrom. Take 15 points of psychic damage. Right in the face again.
Shot and chaser.
You permanently gain a level 1 spell slot.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Look forward to
Little
doing
treat.
more magic.
Working out so well for you so far.
15 damage
Compound
points.
interest, baby.
As Cressida is like running and going, oh, look. And then she's like, ah, and then goes, damn it. Sees another thing, like something yet more weird and old magic-y on her hand.
Just more distinguishing marks on our hands. The only
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
us that
yeah.
isn't-
And
yeah.
she's already not happy about these things. Oh. You're never going to guess what it looks like. The same as the amulet.
Yeah, sick.
Whoa!
Anyway, what's your AC, Happen?
A lot of magic in that last episode, so I'm up to 27. That's fine. There's still 73 numbers that can be that, but not a 5.
Okay. Don't take an envelope.
Oh, great, thanks.
No. Just know that I'm going to have something special for you next season.
Special could be good.